I'm Darren Jordan. These are the headlines here on Al Jazeera. Voters in Scotland have rejected independence and chosen to stay with the United Kingdom. Scotland's First Minister Alex Salmond accepted defeat but called on the national political parties to deliver on promises of greater powers for Scotland. Julie MacDonald has more from Edinburgh.
This vote for a lot of Scottish people was never about borders and belonging. It was about having a political system that represents them properly. And that was the same feeling for a lot of no voters too, because you'll remember that in the days up to the vote, the parties in Westminster promised more powers. And that's where the focus moves to now. What are those powers going to look like? Those more devolved powers? Are we going to have tax-raising powers in Scotland and powers to change the welfare system as Scottish people, or at least their politicians, see fit?
A three-day nationwide shutdown confining people to their homes has come into effect in Sierra Leone to try to control the Ebola outbreak. The virus has already killed over 2,600 people across West Africa. One-third of the victims are from Sierra Leone. Health workers will go from house to house to identify and isolate victims, but critics say the lockdown is likely to destroy trust between doctors and the people. The US Congress has backed President Barack Obama's $500 million plan to train and arm Syrian rebels considered moderates by Washington. It's a part of Obama's strategy to combat the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, also known as ISIL. US troops will train Syrian rebels in camps in Saudi Arabia. And you can find the latest on all those stories and more at aljazeera.com.